Hi, welcome to Tea Time. I'm Ashley Adamson, and today we're going to just be talking about something. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. The title probably has more information about it because I'm figuring it out as we talk. So I missed yesterday's episode. I didn't record anything. I had to take a break and really take care of myself. I've been working a lot, and I've been learning how to work through burnout. Not that to say that I have burned out, but you know those feelings where you're feeling like you just really can't do anymore and you don't want to do anymore. You feel like if you were to, then perhaps you just wouldn't be able to do anything else. Have you been through burnout before? I've been through it once now, and I'd say it's not a good place to be. So I just didn't record yesterday. I just took a break. And the reason why is because on Friday I did a lot of work for a program that I'm going to release in the next month about embracing your femininity. If you're interested in that, you can sign up for my newsletter, and I'm going to shoot out an email about more information when that's ready. It's a small program. It'll be like for a week, and it'll be very affordable for people. I'm very excited about it because it's basically the series of meditations that I've used to really embrace my femininity and expand into that. You know, I've been talking to some of the people that I've been coaching, and they're all at different points in their transition, but the one thing that seems to remain consistent is this idea of connecting with your inner self and letting the inner feminine expand and grow into your own being. And so that's a lot of where my inspiration came with for making this program. I wanted to show you some of the things that I drew as a part of that. I think like this one's pretty nice. So this one is about your, this is where you are. This is your femininity, which is like a ballerina dancer. And then this is the block, what I call the gatekeeper to your femininity. And so in the program, we work on that, and we work on energy systems. So the important chakras to think about when you're transitioning and working with your feminine is these two, which they don't actually talk a lot about in Buddhism or Hinduism or any of the energy systems. And I wonder why, if that's been purposely erased or just been like withheld. I'm not really sure. This one's pretty cool too. We talk about consciousness and subconscious and the knowing and how it moves. And then we also talk about the higher self, which is a deeper form of knowing that informs the subconscious. So I think those are all really interesting topics, and I'd love to actually share more at some point as I get this program done. But I've recorded a lot of the episodes for the series, and it's just been a lot of work. It's been a lot of focus. Do you ever have those projects you've been meaning to complete and wanting to like get through to the very, very end? Like this is one of those projects for me, and it brings me anxiety. It brings me anxiety wanting to complete these things, but also not having all the energy reserves to do it. How do you get through that? I've found it to be sort of like a whole test of my own ability to do things. Motivating myself, saying, come on, we got to do this, we can get it done. And also the anxiety that comes up in doing something that you actually care about. It's kind of easy to feel afraid of the things you actually care about. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes there's those things that we really, really, really care about, and if we do them or if someone sees them, it can be really, really frightening. And so we prefer not to do them. We prefer not to shine in that way and do something else. Do you know what I mean? I think I remember talking to someone who said, yeah, like my aspirations to be a musician were really just a way of hiding from the true thing that I'm most afraid of, which is my aspiration to be an artist. And if I were to aspire to be an artist, then that would actually be the thing that I care about most. And if I were to fail at that, it would devastate me. That's what a friend of mine said. Do you know what I mean, though? Like how we can kind of purposely avoid things that we really, really care about. This is that program. This program is is a step in that direction. And this Tea Time series is a step in that direction. Really caring about helping people and moving them towards what they want. That's what I care about. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. That's what I want to be my business and what I want to do for you. And so I've been kind of moving through that, and I just got finished recording 3 meditations. So I'm like also in a very chill space right now, which are a part of that program. Kind of separately, I've been working through this feeling of self-sabotage in relation to when I take downtime. Do you ever catch yourself sabotaging what you're doing? Whether that's really simple, such as just avoiding it, or maybe doing something else a little bit more intricate. I find the term self-sabotage a little bit strange because it's as if you knew something and then you sabotaged yourself. But how does that work? Like, how can you consciously know that you're doing something and then unconsciously do something to then block yourself from what you're already knowing that you're doing? It's such a strange thing. Last night I said, I'm going to have downtime. I'm not going to do work. I'm going to just relax. And instead of fully kind of embracing and relaxing into that, I tried to make another project or to do another thing. And my mind just didn't feel safe to just let go and to let me just be. It always has to do something, and it felt unnatural for it not to. So I kind of just wanted to share that with you, this reflection of thinking about where you in life, perhaps sabotaging yourself from your dreams or the things you want because maybe you're afraid of them, or maybe you're just uncomfortable sitting with them. When I lay there and kind of expanded and asked myself, why do I do this? I came to the realization that this feeling may actually never go away. This feeling of anxiety, of feeling that something needs to happen, that there needs to be some kind of action and creation of something. And maybe like the dealing with it is not to try and push it away or try and get this feeling away. Those feelings that don't feel good. What do? We often push them away. Instead of trying to push that feeling away, to just recognize that maybe it's always going to be there. Maybe I can't get rid of it. Maybe the best thing to do is to just give it love, to love it, because I can choose to give it love. And that's the one thing that I have control over. And maybe I just don't have control over it speaking. Maybe I just don't have control over telling it to be quiet. It's not going to be quiet. It's a part of my neurochemistry, my neural network. I know that children who go through divorces when they're very young and go through all these other things involved with their history before they're 7, can have a lot of anxiety created, and it just solidifies within their brain. And so I have anxiety, and I sometimes try to move towards and move beyond it. It's encouraged me to get this far, but sometimes I feel like I just want to squash it. Do you know, like when you're just upset about those feelings that you have and you just don't want them anymore, and you just be like, go away. You just want to crush them. But you know what? They always come back, don't they? Yeah. And so I said, well, maybe this will just never go away. Maybe I can just admit to myself that personal development and personal growth will also mean that I can't actually get over this. There's no way to get this out of my way, that it's just going to be a part of my life, and that perhaps the best thing for me to do is to just love and accept it. Just give it love. So I want to kind of share that with you, see what you think. Give that a try. See how that feels for you. Those parts of yourself that maybe you don't accept, or the parts of yourself that you want to move past and get rid of. Maybe all we can really do is just love them and accept them for where they are. And maybe they'll evolve over time as we give them love and acceptance. Thanks for joining me today for a relaxed and chill tea time. And, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.